something that happened a couple of weeks ago is that my supervisor asked us, she posed a question to us, and she basically said, if we could use AI to make our jobs easier, how would we do that? And I saw that question, and like I said a little bit earlier, my very first episode on this podcast is me talking about how I had this conversation with my supervisor 2 years ago at this point, and, about my concerns with AI creeping into what we do. So, being that she was looking for, our opinions, I decided, okay, I'll give you my opinion. And I wrote out this whole long email that I want to read out to you all. I have gotten permission to read this, by the way. And so I said, I want to give this a thought-out response. The short answer is nothing, but I'll break it down. So, writing. I am a writer. To me, it seems both silly and unethical to outsource this process to large language models that are trained on data that may or may not have been acquired with the permission of the author, because that is how large language models are trained. ChatGPT is trained on stolen work. To me, it's just plagiarism. This step isn't something that takes me a tremendous amount of time anyways. Others may disagree, that's okay, we have our strengths and weaknesses, because I hit reply all on this one, because I needed the people to know. Even if I am just earth-shatteringly bad at writing, AI isn't going to make me better, it'll just make me okay with being bad at something. That is not a state of mind I want to adopt, especially as someone who, for a very long time, and still even now, wants that to be something I am known for. Shooting. To my knowledge, this isn't something that can be aided by AI. Scheduling shoots? Maybe, but I don't schedule enough shoots to have to outsource that to AI. Is AI going to improve my shot composition, my lighting setups, give me advice on how to best shoot something? Maybe, but my teammates could also help me with those things, and vice versa. Can AI fix wonky focus or cut out some headroom from a shot in post? Sure, but like I said with writing, AI isn't going to make me better, it's just going to make me okay with being bad at something. Why get it right at a shoot when I could just use AI to fix it in post? What is the point of trying anymore in that case? Editing. This step does introduce some tedium. What do you want to do when you have so much footage to ingest and organize, so many different takes, and you don't know which one is the good one? That is when you introduce a shot log. Yes, that will require some additional mental work on shoots, but it streamlines the editing process. Have there been times where I've wanted a really specific text template or stock footage or piece of music to use in a spot? Yes, all the time, actually. But going back to my point on writing, these generative models are trained on other people's intellectual property most of the time without permission. OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, have admitted themselves that if they were not able to steal the work of others, their models would have nothing to train on. This is true. It's an ethical issue. And yes, some models have gotten pretty good at making facsimiles of stock footage and music, and to the untrained eyes and ears of our viewers and clients, seems just fine, but a lot of it still lands in this weird uncanny valley of being recognizable but fake. We get a lot of footage and pictures from clients that are exactly 1 pixel big, which is frustrating, but AI upscaling also falls into the weird uncanny valley for me as well. By the way, perfect example. I was on Instagram.com, as I am wont to do, and a band from Minneapolis called Careful Gaze, which has been here in Jackson a couple of times now. They're on tour, short tour up in the, that area of the country. And one of the venues, and this trips me way out, I have to find it, one of the venues, for whatever reason, no reason, used AI to, I don't know how even... it was so ridiculous, it was hilarious to me. But used AI to... Okay, so this post from 23 hours ago, so it's almost gone now, on their Instagram stories. Venue made this AI version of our promo pic for some reason for their own show flyer tonight. And on the top, it's it looks sort of like the members of the band, but you have the original on the bottom, and it's just so... That's the real picture, and you look back, and it's who are these people? On the one hand, it's hilarious to me, but on the one hand, it's yeah, that's hilarious, but on the other hand, it's why would you even do that? Why? Just ask for the picture. Just DM them and be hey, can you send us this picture so we can put it on our flyer? You don't even have to do all of that. This is maximum laziness for no reason. And that's what gets me a lot of the time too. And I don't know if I've actually started beef, but it was kind of a thing for a while where I noticed that, there was a venue here that was using AI for their show flyers, and it was very noticeable, and it's why would you do that? It looks bad, and it's making your business look bad, and it's if you use AI for show posters, I think you're corny. I do. I'm not sorry about it. I think you're corny. How hard is it to just you don't even have to go all out. There are some very artfully made show posters out there in this world of DIY music that we're in, but a screenshot of the Notes app gets the job done just as fine. Show posters are their own art form in themselves, but also if you're just not artful, it's fine. All I want to know is who, what, where, when, really. And if you convey that, then that's okay. You don't have to go all out. But you also don't have to use AI, is my thing as well. I have ranted about this so many times. I feel like people should know my stance on this, but whatever. Okay, so for daily tasks, I genuinely don't know what AI can be useful for in this scenario. Answering emails, volume emails that I get that I have to actually respond to doesn't necessitate that. I know I can't really stop anyone from using AI except for myself. That's whatever. In earnest, I've never been much of an environmentalist, but after seeing Elon Musk's XAI facility in Memphis blasting methane into the atmosphere like a power plant, it's been cemented to me just how harmful this stuff is. Is this a weird hill to die on? Maybe. Could AI save me some time? Probably. But at what cost? It has become apparent that I've hitched my wagon to a field that some people genuinely believe can be done better by a machine. My future feels uncertain. Maybe I should have chosen a STEM degree. Unfortunately for me, I'm better at stringing words together than I am at algebra. I know exactly what I sound like. A Luddite, fearful of change and progress, storming into print shops to smash up Gutenberg's printing presses because my artful hand lettering has been made redundant. For now, I'm okay with that. Do you know what I wish I could use AI to do? My dishes, my laundry, vacuum my floors, clean my bathtub, all the menial tasks that suck up my free time that I could be using to read books written by humans, or hang out with my friends, or be creative, or write diatribes about AI. Creation is joy. Creation is human. Why outsource that to a machine? If we can't create, what are we left to do? Dishes, laundry, bathtubs. What life is that? Where is the joy? And this last paragraph is about company stuff, so I won't talk, let me see. Yeah, the last paragraph is company stuff, so never mind. We'll leave that there. So yeah, that is, this has been on my mind for the last 2 years, honestly, and it feels inescapable, and I don't know what to do about it, and it's making me very nervous for my own future, and I don't know how much longer I can just smile through it all without completely breaking down, but thankfully I have therapy tomorrow, so hopefully I can find some coping strategies to deal with all of this, because at present I have none, and that's not good, so I need to fix that. Yeah. Something that I wanted to add at the end of this that I did not mention in this podcast episode was what one of my coworkers said kind of in response to what I had sent, because like I said, I hit reply all on that email. But something that they said was, AI is here and we might as well embrace it. And to that I say, no, not really. Like I kind of explained, there's really nothing that I can think of presently that I could use with AI that would make my job, easier. Genuinely, I don't. That could, actually make it easier. If there is something that I don't know how to do that I might want to know how to do, within my job duties. For instance, and we haven't really gotten back to this because our workload has been pretty high, but we were offered drone training to get, FAA Part 107 certified to fly a drone. I want to learn how to do that. I don't think AI is going to help me do that. It's not going to give me the courses that I need to take to be able to pass the test. It might. People are using AI to pass the bar exam, which that does not seem like a sound decision to make, but just here locally, recently, and by recently, I mean today, a judge was found to have used AI in some filing. Actually, I'm going to look this up because I want to be accurate. Attorneys baffled by federal judge's order that lists incorrect parties and wrong quotes. And this was published by Mississippi Today, as I'm recording this, July 28th. So, I would want to do something like that because, will it make learning how to fly a drone easier? Maybe, I don't know, but also, what is the point? Why can't I just, do the courses and do practice flights and take the tests like everyone else? It's kind of like, in my opinion, it's like, telling people, oh, I learned how to drive, but my version of driving is putting a blindfold on myself, getting in the trunk, and then hiring somebody else to drive my car. So it's like, that's not driving. You're not driving. You're a passenger. You're a blindfolded passenger at that. So it's like, why not just learn how to do the thing? And, you know, I am friends with some teachers, both in grade school, so like K-12 and college, and they've told me, you know, how difficult AI is making things in their classroom, and I can only sympathize with them. I thank the heavens every day that I graduated from college before AI kind of took root, because there was an instance where I was accused of plagiarizing in school, and it was very baffling to me because, you know, I at the time was a creative writing major, and this was a 400 level literature class, and for whatever reason, my professor just could not believe that I knew the words magnum opus or modus operandi and knew how to use them correctly, and was like, you know, I think you need to rewrite this part in your essay. And I'm like, why? This is a 400 level literature class. This is a top level undergrad literature class. Why do you think I don't know how to do that? So if I got AI allegations these days, I might like legitimately crash out. I don't have I don't have it in me. Oh my God. To everyone who's currently in school, be it like high school or college, Godspeed. And like, you actually want to do it the right way. I feel bad for you. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's not even just the students using it, it's some of the teachers as well, which this is getting a little bit off topic from, you know, the topic at hand, but it's all AI. Anyway, I just wanted to add that little note. Either way, thank you for watching. This is going on the main channel. I haven't uploaded to the main channel in a while. I am on episode 51 as of today, episode 51 of the Running My Mouth podcast. That has sort of been my main thing these days. I wanted to, you know, upload to the main channel a little bit more, but time and I don't know, time. That's really all I can say. It's just time. Also, I moved. You can't really tell because I'm just in front of a void, but I moved. I'm in a new house. Ooh. So I guess this is technically the first video on my main channel in the new house. That's kind of funny. Either way, thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram, read my music blog, and listen to my podcast, of which this video is a clip from. You got 51 episodes to go through. So you're going to be well fed if you're wanting a podcast about well, not really about, but mostly pertaining to the local music scene here in Jackson. So speaking of which, I recorded this the previous day and I have my therapy appointment in an hour. So I have to get ready for that.